Jamaica's track and field legacy is unmatched. It is a story of triumph, resilience, and extraordinary talent. But do you know the stories behind the athletes who brought us glory? Hi, I'm HP, founder of HP Chat Track. My mission is simple: to celebrate the rich legacy of Jamaica track and field and shine a light on the incredible people who make it happen. Winning that race was a dream come true, but the journey wasn't easy. It's not just about medals, it's about inspiring the next generation. Jamaica track and field isn't just a sport, it's our pride, our culture, our heart. Every week I sit down with athletes, coaches and fans to bring you stories of dedication, passion and legacy. Plus, we've got exciting news and exclusive insights into the world of track and field. Make your Thursday night be at HP's place. Come hang out with us at HP Chat Track Studio, where track and field is our business. Jamaica, one people, one legacy.
One people, one legacy. Good evening, good morning, good night, wherever in the world you are. And I want to big up all the continents. I want to say good night, good morning, good evening to all the continents. I want to say a special welcome to Africa, a special welcome to Europe, a special welcome to North America, a special welcome to South America, a special welcome to Oceanic, a special good night or good morning or welcome to Antarctica, and a special welcome to Asia. And why Asia is getting a special welcome? That's because that's where the World Championship is coming from, in Japan, Tokyo, Japan. Of course, I think that I am now starting to believe that Asia is our place. Yes, Asia is our playing ground. But before we get into that, let me say welcome to my co-host and analyst, Akil Henry. Akil, how are you? How was your day?
It was all right. It was very light, but I'm still tired.
You sound a little muffled.
I saw locally.
Yes, you're sounding better now. Awesome.
I'm
It's,
tired. It was a very light day, but I'm tired. I'm not happy with the day again.
you're still sounding a little muffled. I'm not sure why, but while you sort that out, guys, it is about the World Championship. And guess what? Jamaica and the Caribbean is doing well. North America, where we are from, we are doing well. The vibe is high in Tokyo, Japan, and of course, Jamaica, the Caribbean is led by Jamaica. And tonight, we're just here to support our team in Tokyo, celebrate, to look at some of the events, and just to hang out a bit for an hour or so, because we don't want to leave you hanging. So we're here to share tonight, and it is all about Asia. And the reason why I said that Asia is our place, I remember it started in the 21st century in Osaka, and then we continued in Beijing 2008. Then we went back 2011 to Daegu. Then we went back 2015 to Beijing, and then 2021 we went to Japan, and here we are in 2025 back in Japan. And of course, we seem to reap a lot when we are in Asia. So big up to Asia. Welcome to Asia, and welcome to everyone. Akil, just before we get into specific, your overall assessment so far of the championship and what Team Jamaica is doing. Just 30 seconds.
Performance, you hear me clearly now?
It still sound a little muffled, like you're far. I'm not sure why.
Alright. Better?
All right, go. Let me hear you now. Say something. Check, check.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
I was saying that this reminds me of golden era where the
You
war
still sound a little funny. I don't know if it's just me or if anybody else hearing you. Guys, if you're hearing him clearly, please let me know. Please let me know if it's clear. But go ahead, Akil.
yeah, it's reminding me for family when you have this thing kind of sharing or everybody just feeding off that energy from the 110 years. That's what these happen.
For some reason, you're not clear, Akil. I don't know if if you're far from your device, but it's for some reason it's not clear. Yes. All right, let me hear you now. Check, check, mic check.
You hear me better now?
Yeah, I think so. Yes. Hmm.
Okay, so probably because about the spelling.
It still kind of sound the same way, but we will try. And the audio not that clear.
Let me come back.
Yeah, you're clear now when you come close. Okay, guys.
You hear me now? Really?
All right. Ozzy Dixie is saying he's not hearing you clearly. Say something else. Check, check. One, two, three.
You hear me clearly now?
Yes, sounds better now. Yeah.
Alright, no
Mhm.
problem. Please clearly now.
Alrighty, so let us start off with I love good news. I love to share the good things first and early. Let us kick off with what happened in Tokyo today. Two more medals for Team Jamaica. I don't know how many people were expecting that, but I'm going to be honest right up now, looking at the men. I wasn't expecting two medals from the men's sprint hurdles. I wasn't.
Yes,
You-
I wasn't expecting it either. I really wasn't. Okay, before I was expecting the UFC contingent to really strong.
you're not coming through clearly, Akil.
Let me join. Let me join. Let me come back.
Yes, rejoin. Yeah. So guys, he's going to jump off a bit and rejoin because we want to hear everything that he's saying clearly. But today is another good day for Jamaica in Tokyo, Japan. Yes, we got two more medals again from the men in the sprint hurdles. If you're not familiar with the sprint hurdles, it is a 110-meter hurdles that is it went on today. Today was the final, and Jamaica got two more medals, a silver medal from Orlando Bennett and a bronze medal from Tyler Mason. So, yes, Calabar and JC gave us two more medals today. And we're super happy. We are super excited. The thing about the hurdles is that the hurdles is especially the sprint hurdles, those events are very unpredictable. You cannot bet on them. You cannot put on your pot on them because you don't know what you will get in the end. For the men, the defending champion did not even make the final, and we're talking about Grant Holloway from the United States. He did not get into the final, and that's how unpredictable the sprint hurdle event is. It can swing any way. It can swing left, right, center. You never know what you're going to get with the sprint hurdles. And as I said before, I predicted two medals for the sprint hurdles. Two medals I predicted, but I predicted one for the women and one for the men. And of course, I got both of them from the men. So, in some respect, I am on course with my medal prediction. Of course, I dropped one and two here because I was overly ambitious, but I predicted two and I got those two. But let me ask you something, Akil. Grant Holloway, defending champion. He won 2022, 2023. He won at the Olympic Games. He wasn't able to make the final in Tokyo 2025. Your thoughts on that?
Well, he hasn't looked good all season. Are you hearing me better?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. He hasn't looked good all season. I actually, it's the first time I've ever seen Grant Holloway look this bad. I'm not being honest. Like he, like he, even when you watch his races, you still run that very fast 60, but then it's like afterwards, it's like the entire team is catching up onto him, and like it was really, really surprising. I've never seen him before. But I think that's the nature of injuries and that's the nature of the sport. And I have no doubt that he'll be back. But it's just one of those rough years. He has had an amazing run. Three back-to-back world titles, an Olympic title. I think just having a one bad season, I don't think that would just put a blemish on his overall career. I think he had a stellar career, and knowing his coach, knowing him, well, knowing, believing in the professionals they are, I expect him to come back.
So
And
we're not going to write him off yet.
no, we're not writing him off. And he's
Not yet.
young. He's not,
Not yet. Yeah.
yeah, he's not, he's still in his 20s, so yeah, man. I
And
would,
he has nothing else to prove. I mean, this man has done
exactly.
it over and over, both at the Olympic Games and the World Championship. And just to share some more information, I love to share information. Just to share some more information, guys. The last time we won 2 medals in the sprint hurdles for men was actually in Tokyo. Tokyo 2021, we won 2 medals in this event with Hansel Parchment winning gold and Ronald Levy winning a bronze medal. And I know you will get the gist of what I'm saying when I said Tokyo or Asia is our place, because we seem to get good result, good success in Asia. And it was actually Tokyo 2021 when we got 2 medals in this event. And 4 years later, we are back. And 4 years later, we are back, and 2 more medals in this event. It's just a big accomplishment for Jamaica. And we just want to say thanks to the athletes. We just want to keep supporting them, cheering them on, and more than anything else, celebrate them and celebrate what they have done. Young Demario Prince, he missed out. He just missed out. But that young man, if you know who Demario Prince is, he will be coming back. He is definitely one to watch in the future. Now let us go to the. Okay, go ahead, Akil.
But I just wanna comment on that. I'm a little disappointed though, because he would have run the same time as the second non-automatic qualifier. And normally in the past, when if you have 9 lanes and two non-automatic qualifiers have the same time, then normally just make the two of them run in the final. So I didn't understand why they went to the thousands of a second to
That's
separate
what
them.
I was going to tell you. Maybe they went to the thousands and just decided to
No,
separate them.
they did. However, and I've observed it in past World Championships.
All right.
Where
Before you go any further, JJ Empire is saying your audio is not clear. It is still not 100% clear. I don't know why. Are you far from it?
I wait,
Yeah, maybe you need to bring it a little closer. All right. Talk now. Let me hear you. Go ahead.
I don't know why my audio is not clear. You hearing me now?
Yeah, I'm hearing you now. Yeah.
Okay, I hope the audience is here. I hope the audience is hearing. Well, I hope the audience is hearing.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead. Let's
Come
see.
on.
Welcome everyone. Welcome Ozzy Dixon. I'm seeing you. JJ Empire, welcome. Thank you for being back here. JJ Empire is saying Hey, are you still sure about that medal count? I keep telling you this sport thing is crazy. JJ, why are you doing this to me? And guys, what JJ is talking about is that I predicted 15 medals. And believe me, the 15 medals that I predicted are doable medals. But guess what? This is championship and things do happen. And we're seeing a lot of surprises. I predicted three from the 100 meters. I got all three. I predicted two from the sprint hurdles. I got the two. So far, I got five. Of course, I dropped one. In the mixed relay, I dropped that one. And I predicted one from the throws. So I'm hoping that the throws will give me something. And I think I predicted three from the jumps, which are to come. So let's see. JJ Empire, you're not being nice to me, but let's see. Go ahead, Akil.
Yes.
Complete your thought.
And to be honest, your medal prediction is not that far fetched, because you look at it, we've gone 5 medals already, and
Yes, we gone five already. Yeah.
we haven't included the release as yet. And there's still more events to vie for. We'd have to do horribly in the field for us to still stay within 10 or 9 or 8 medals. And I genuinely believe that the field will complement us. I think this is probably one of the championships where the field will complement the track, and I'm really excited for that.
Indeed. Ozzy Dixon is saying when you lean forward, your audio sounds better. I don't know if you
Or when
lean
I
forward.
lean forward, like right
Yeah.
here,
Yeah. Hmm.
no problem. Okay,
All
all
right.
right.
I hope you're not uncomfortable.
No, man, I'm not.
Okay, good, good, good. All right, let us look at the women sprint hurdles. Now, before you start, I'm going to say this. If anybody had said that they saw Kambunji to win this race, I'm going to tell you all that you are lying. You are lying. If you said that you have Ditanje Kambunji from Switzerland to win, I'm going to tell you that you are lying. But of course, Kambunji won. Toby, who wasn't any surprise, got the silver medal, and Grace Stark from the United States got the
Mhm.
bronze. Those are not any surprises, but I can tell you that Kambunji blew me out of the water. She left no water in the
Yeah,
sea.
man. She
Your
beat me.
thoughts on that, Akil?
Yeah, man. Just like Daniel in 2023, she came, she saw the opportunity, and she ran with it. She ran with it and she never looked back. Her race was well executed. She was very, very aggressive to the hurdles. And, she was, in terms, I think this is the thing when it comes on to the hurdles, the women's 100-meter hurdles is these crop of hurdlers, they're at an all-time new level, because what is happening is that the individuals who are winning this event, they are the ones who are able to distribute their speed better through the hurdle. So what I'm noticing is that these hurdlers, they are faster, right? So it really comes down to who is able to best distribute their speed in between the hurdles. And so far, Grace Stark, um, Grace Stark, the world record holder, this season they have managed to do that. They have managed to distribute their speed in between the hurdles, and and the results show. Like even when you look at the world record holder Toby Amazon, Toby Amazon, the race that she ran, she has been running this race all season. And the thing about it is that she defeated Grace Stark. Grace Stark has been beating her all season, and she finally beat Grace Stark. However, Kambundi stepped up, and Kambundi turned out to be more of a formidable foe. So, yeah, man, the hurdles right now is at a all. The women's hurdle is at a level that is just historical. And the thing about it is that what I will say, as relates to our Jamaican women, I believe, are the fastest hurdlers, in the world. You put our Jamaican queens on a flat 100, they are going to beat the rest of the world. Beat the rest of the world. I think the key thing for our Jamaican hurdlers is speed distribution in between the hurdles, right? And when you look at someone like Akira, Akira is young, and Akira will get better at that. What I would say to Akira is that she shouldn't lose heart, because I remember Sally Pearson. Sally Pearson was always finishing fourth, fifth. She finished fourth in 2008, and then she finished fifth in 2009, and then 2011 she found the formula, and from then she has been medaling nonstop. So I really don't want Akira to lose heart, because she can be a top consistent medal contender in this event. Is really just to improve on her speed distribution in between the hurdles, which I obviously believe her coach should have been working on all season.
Do you think we are giving our young athletes enough time to get used to the big stage and learn their craft as a professional, or is it that as they leave high school or college, we're expecting them to be on the podium? Are we giving them enough time to develop from one stage to the next? Because if you look at most of our athletes, let us look at Usain Bolt. It took Usain Bolt roughly 4 years. Usain Bolt left high school 2003, and he went to his first Olympic Games 2004. He was at the Athens Games
Mhm.
2004. Usain wasn't really ready until 2007 when he won that silver medal in the 200 meters behind Tyson Gay at the Osaka World
Mhm.
Championship. I mean, I know that we have a few athletes who basically walk out of high school and walk into pro and dominate. We've seen that with the likes of Johan Blake. Veronica was another one. I think she moved from high school to university, become a pro and deliver, but it's not something that um, happen
Mhm.
overnight. So I am wondering if we as fans, we are rushing our young athletes. Look at Oblique Civil. It took Oblique five championships
Championship.
to get a medal, not to get the gold medal, but to get a medal. Do you think we're too eager for them to produce the minute they've gone pro?
Well, well, you can't blame the fans for being too eager, because they have shown potential. They have shown that they can rule the world. They can dominate their respective events, and I don't believe fans should temper their expectations when they're seeing the results day in, day out, especially throughout the circuit. What I will say though is that what we can do better is when the athletes don't deliver as well as we would have wanted to, is to be more kinder with our words. I remember seeing a post on Facebook in a track and field group that I'm a part of, where somebody was saying, Akira, it's like watching Akira hurt them head sometimes. I'm like, these are the comments that fans make, that,
Yeah.
that really just, it takes away from the work that these individuals are putting in. What I would say is that Akira, like, continue doing what you're doing, because it took Bridget a long time before she could have gotten that world championship title. It took
Mhm.
Bridget got a silver, she got a bronze. She really been through it. And Akira is a very, very talented hurdler. There's no doubt in my mind that she'll rule this event.
And
Um,
the thing is that too, Akil, I totally agree with you. The thing is that this event is not the easiest event to win. It
Agreed.
is not the easiest. The hurdles is not. If you look at the history of the World Championship hurdles, only one person from 1983 until now is just one person that have won this title back to back, and it's Michelle Perry from the United States. One person has done it back to back. I think you've had maybe about three people or so that have won it more than once. Our own Daniel Williams is one of those people, but it's not the easiest event to win. And let us look at Lolo Jones, 2008. Lolo Jones was the favorite going into Beijing.
And
She
she was
was
leading.
she was the favorite. She was leading and that last hurdle. She clipped that last hurdle and she did not even medal. That race was won by Dawn Harper. So we see athletes hurdling every day and said, yes, these are the people that will be on the podium. No, it's not like that. And I said this early in the season that I think this championship is going to be crowning a lot of new champions. And we are seeing so far, I think the only three people that have repeated so far is Duplantis, Ryan Krauser, and Faith Kipyegon.
Well, there was a Canadian hammer thrower who defended her title.
Okay, so that would be four. But
Yeah, before, yes.
if you look at the track so far, Faith Kipyegon is the only person that has defended her title so far.
And also, I just want to highlight like the greatness of Mondo. Mondo actually completed the five championship sweep. So the five from Tokyo to Oregon to Budapest
Budapest to
to
Paris
Paris
to
to
Tokyo, back
Tokyo.
to
Yes,
Tokyo.
back to Tokyo. He has completed that five championship sweep. Whoa!
Amazing.
Like,
Amazing, amazing. Tony P is saying greetings. Toffee Rudy is saying hello, everyone. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Of course, we are here talking about the World Championship that is happening in Tokyo, Japan, and our focus is on Team Jamaica, Jamaica Track and Field Legacy. Toffee Rudy is saying the time it takes is almost the same time as if you attended college. Most athletes out of high school will be ready in 3 or 4 years, the same as college and fewer changes. I totally agree with you, Tuffy. It takes at least 4 years average. You do have some athletes who are special who can walk out of high school, walk out of college, and become a big thing. When Johan Blake won that world championship, as he's still the youngest male to win the 100 meters at the World Championship that he did in Daegu. Johan was in school 2010. 2010, Johan was still at St. Jago High School.
mm,
And by 2011, Johan was one of the biggest threats to Usain Bolt, and Johan won the World Championship. So Johan is special. Veronica Campbell was in a high school up to 2001. She went to university by 2004. A year after, or 2 years after, Veronica was Olympic champion. Veronica came back from the Olympic Games with 3 medals. Veronica Campbell Brown won Olympic medal while she was still in high school at Veer. So you have a few people that can do it, but the average have to take a few years. So sometimes we see them running fast times in high school and think they're ready for the big league. That's not how the big league work. When you put them in the big league, that's when you realize that they are not ready, because this thing of sport is not just a talent that you have. You have to be ready psychologically, you have to be ready physically. Your body must be developed. Remember, our body go through different stages of development. So you have to allow your body to get to that level where you can compete as with the big men and the big women. we've had junior athletes who have gone pro from high school, and they were still behind Elaine, Shelly-Ann, and Sherika.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when Brianna Williams went pro a few years ago, maybe what, 4 or 5 years ago. She went pro in a time when Elaine, Sherika, and Shelly was dominating, and she wasn't able to break down that big three because the pro level, the big man and the big woman level is a totally different thing. So I think maybe we need to now try to be a little bit more patient and allow our athletes to take some time and develop after they leave high school. And I think that's and we just saw it with Oblique. I mean, Oblique has been to 5 championship, finishing
Five
fourth,
championships.
finishing fourth and looking so good and super. And it took him 5 tries to get his
Mm-hmm.
first global medal,
And
individual
and there's gonna
medal.
be somebody who we're gonna talk about later.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Toffee Rudy is saying, the non-athletes fans are the ones who expect the transition from high school to happen overnight. I totally agree with you
I, I
again,
I,
Toffee.
I disagree with that because I've spoken
You
to
expect you as a track and field fan expect them to move out of high school into pro
no,
and
no, no,
deliver
no,
immediately?
not me. But I've heard it, but I've heard fans who have very
Track
strong,
fans?
well, very strong track and field knowledge. Who,
No.
yeah, man, they're part of those who criticize athletes when they don't transition.
Yes, that's true.
As,
That
they
is
said.
true.
So
And we shouldn't. Roman Stewart is saying, remember when the Tina and Tia joined the MVP track club? Stephen Francis said that it will take them 3 years before. There you go. There you go. We have to give them time. It doesn't matter what they're doing in high school, they still have to go through that other level of development to be able to get to that level. And that is why I'm one of those people who I support the collegiate. I support college because college after high school structured system, college puts
mm,
you in another structured system where you get the training at another level and you're able to compete. Of course, there's another side
mm,
of that where sometimes you're overworked, but I think that's something that can be corrected. Let us look at some field events. Samantha Hall got to the final of the discus. That is a big deal. Romain Beckford also got to the final. He did not produce any mark today in the final. Shanika Ricketts and Akila Smith, they are in the triple drum final. And the field is buzzing. And of course, the long jump is still to come. The discus is still to come. We're looking forward to those athletes. Your thoughts on the field so far and what is to come?
well, to be honest, the field has literally gone true to form. I will admit. Tomorrow is going to really see a serious contender vie for a medal. What I will say is that I expected Kerry McLeod to at least be in the long jump final. Um, but I just want to highlight something. Tajay Gale in qualification, he jumped 8 meters 07. And Tajay Gale was literally off the board. He was literally like, I think it was 30 to 32 or 40 meters away from the board, right? And I think his coach highlighted that when they were showing the television viewer coverage,
Mm-hmm.
they showed his coach telling him that exact same thing. And I'm
Yeah.
saying to myself, this is looking like 2019 Tajay.
I hope so. I
And
hope so.
I look at the order. I look at the order, and I noticed that in the order he's actually
Yes.
second
Going into the
in the
final.
order, as in
Mm-hmm.
the second in the order. So you'll be the second jumper. What
Mm-hmm.
I will say is that Taji needs a big jump early. Just like in 2019, there's a
Yeah.
big jump to put the pressure on the field because the thing about like the 10 tar glue, 10 tar glue is like a cockroach. They're
Hmm.
not easy to kill. You
To
have
get
to,
rid of,
they're
right?
not easy to get rid of. You have when you're beating, you have to have him beat. You have to beat him, properly beat him. So I really do believe that we have a strong chance of medaling in the long jump. And I would and it would be so good if we could get our two medal because even Nikolai Williams, like him making it to the final over Kerr McLeod is a surprise to me.
Yes, yeah.
Right?
Hmm. Hmm.
So yeah, man. So tomorrow, I just want Tajay Gale to just focus on that first jump. Set the gauntlet. Um, you know,
Set it
take the lead.
early.
Yeah, take the
Yes.
lead from early
Hmm.
because I strongly believe, and I said it to one of I said it to one of I said it to one I said it to our friend Tamika that I believe Tajay Gale is he is the real deal.
History will repeat itself, right?
yeah, man, he may not be consistent, but when he gets that jump, he gets that jump. So, and remember in 2023 when he did that full jump, but that full jump was well over 9 meters, and everybody was like, "Yo, if that was a green, that would have been possibly challenging the world record." So, yeah, man, I'm not saying that he challenged the world record, no, but I'm just saying that he
I
had that
want him to
picture of
get
him.
something. Yeah. I would love for him to get something. But let us talk about the women. Let us talk about the return of Rojas. Yulima
Yeah,
Rojas. One jump and she was done.
but why are people surprised though?
No, why? Let me tell you why I am surprised. She's coming off injuries. She was out all of last season. Who just returned from injury and just laid all
Ro-
out there?
Rojas does this. This is the thing. You have to understand that Rojas is Duplantis, Sidney McLaughlin, Ryan Crowser level talent, right?
Yeah.
She is a, she is she is aloof. She is an exemption. So I'm not surprised that she could just come at these championships and just one jump, one qualification, and that's it. I wouldn't even be surprised if she comes to goes in the final and wins the entire thing.
No, but you see, I've heard athletes say that when they get injured and come back into competition, they're a little nervous because they don't want to get hurt again. When I saw her jump this morning, I'm like, Um, I mean, I almost feel the pain for her because I'm saying she was injured. She did surgery because I follow her progress online. And I'm like, her level of confidence and psychological preparation, she just came out and she just jumped, not even thinking that last season she was not even able to walk properly. She's really a super talent. It shows her level of confidence. It shows that sport, I want to say sport psychology is
Hmm.
working for her because she had no reservations.
Listen, but the thing with Roas is that Roas she enjoys what she's doing. I'm actually not surprised because even when you saw her, even in her dominant days, like even though she knew she was the favorite and she was going to win, or if she did what she had to do, she would win. Like if you look at the way how she just approached everything and she just come up the runway and and after she jump and just celebrating everything. This is someone who enjoys
I
what she's doing, so I'm
I'm
not
going
surprised.
I'm going to be honest with you. I wasn't expecting that just coming back from injuries. I was expecting her to be a little cautious because she don't want to hurt that leg or whatever. But I mean, big up to her, man. Athletes should look at her, especially athletes who are carrying injuries, should really look at her and say, yo, if she can do that, then maybe I just need to get my mind in the game and not worry or not be afraid that I am going to hurt myself again. Just put it all out there. But that triple jump will be very interesting now that she is back in the party. So, wishing Shanika Ricketts and Akila Smith all the best going into that final. Both ladies are in that final, looking for big things from them. And one of the things that I'm learning each time I watch a championship, I am learning not to rule out any athletes. When I predict medals now, I don't predict medals for athletes. I predict for events. I predict for event. I will say, okay, the sprint hurdles, we will get a medal, because the truth is, more and more I am realizing that you don't know who will show up on the
Really,
day. You don't know who will show up on the day. But let us move to the 400 meters. Let us move to the 400 meters. Let us move to the 400 meters. The 400 meters is it is somewhat strong for the Caribbean. We have the Dominican Republic, we have Jamaica that will be a part of that. But before we even touch that, the Caribbean has been dominating this event for a little while now. And I want to go back to 2022. 2022 in Eugene, of the 8 women in the final, there were 5 women from the Caribbean. 5 women from the Caribbean, including Shawnee Miller, Weibo, Sada Williams, Paulina, and the Jamaican. And that final had no American in it. There was no American in that final. And the Caribbean won all 3 medals. All 3 medals. Now, let us talk about this race that has shifted because of the involvement of one Sydney McLaughlin Levroni. Let us talk about that race.
before I talk about events, I just want to highlight something. Everyone, remember 2016 men's 400-meter final.
We don't
Um,
reach the men yet, we're doing the women
no, no,
first.
we're still doing the women, men's 400-meter final. So you had Karani James and Merritt in the center, and you have what's his name again? From South Africa, Wade Van Niekerk
Van
in the
Niekerk.
number 9. It's the same situation we're in for this final because we have Sydney and Salwa in the middle, and we have Paulinho in lane
Who
number 9. I will be surprised if we don't see 47 tomorrow.
you think we will see a world record? You think we will see that world record that has been sitting there from the 80s? I think it was 1988.
You have a fast track, you have fast competitors who don't like to lose, competitors who are willing to run and to put their body on the line. Listen, I remember Wayne Walker was saying that he thought he would have been 48 low, right? Going into when he thought he would have been 48 low. And maybe 48 low was a good show. But after seeing the lane draws and seeing that Paulinho is in lane number 9, I would be shocked if we don't see 47. And not only just Paulinho, see how comfortable Sydney looked running 48-28, just completely dismantling the knockout record.
Hmm.
Shannon Miller Weaver's knockout
Yep.
record.
Yep. And
Now,
also the US. Also the US record.
the way how she dismissed that record, she is disrespectful. Her talent is disrespectful, and rightfully so. She is a purebred athlete. And you look at Salwa. I love how World Athletics gave you the breakdown of the race. At
Hmm.
300 meters, Salwa ran
35.13 seconds. 35.13 seconds. When Sydney ran her 48.28, Sydney ran 35.43 seconds. I am telling you, tomorrow
Fireworks.
that final is going to
Fireworks.
be probably the race of the championships,
I think so too.
and I'm ready for it.
I think so too because when you look at the lineup, our girl Nikisha Price is in lane 2. Will it be tough for her?
This is what I will say. Nikisha would have to have an outer body experience. Like she would have to literally live up to the potential that I believe that she has to actually even medal in this race. She would have to hit heights that only she and her coach know she could have hit. Because the level that these three women, when you talk about big three, like in the 400-meter hurdles for men,
Mm-hmm.
these three women have definitely set themselves apart as a big three in this event.
I'm going to tell you something. A thought that I had when Sydney announced that she was going to do the 400 meter and not the 400-meter hurdles. I was saying earlier, early season or at that time that she sacrificed a gold medal. But after what I am seeing in those 2 rounds, I don't know. I don't think so. I
No,
I I
no, 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 no,
I don't
no.
know. I don't know.
But I
Robin
want,
Stewart is saying he thinks the world record will definitely go.
I would not be surprised. The recipe is there for it. I just want to highlight though. I looked at Nikisha's run in that semifinal. I still think she has more to give. Even though she finished third, even though she finished that race third, um, I would not be surprised if there was a plan by herself and her coach to run that semifinal in that particular way. Because as I said before, when I was looking at the analysis of the race, the different phases at 300 meters, Sydney was at 35. I think it was 35.4, and Nikisha was at 35.6. And Nikisha, after the race finished, she didn't look like she was grimacing. She didn't look like yes, she did run, but she didn't look as fatigued as somebody who gave her all in the race. So what that says to me is that she has, she has some more to give. How much more, I genuinely do not know. But if if I was her, I there's nothing to lose.
With
I
this
would
race, with this race from gun to tape,
run,
you will have to
run,
run.
run,
There's no starting slow and finish strong. You
run,
have to run hard from gun to tape. Now we know that Nasa can do that. Sawa can do that. Sydney is also proving that she can do that. Paulina,
run.
Paulina will have to, if she wants a gold medal, I think she will have to change her race plan. Meaning the start slow and finish strong will not work for her in this race.
No, but HP, she is in lane 9. She has nobody to see. And
So I think in lane 9, I think if after at the 300-meter mark, if Paulina is leading, it's over.
she is in lane 9.
Yeah.
Lane 9, she's not seen anyone, which means that she's gonna run.
She's
And
going to dictate the pace.
exactly. Well, I don't know about the dictating of the pace. I just think she's gonna run like Dwayne Van Niekerk did run.
Right, exactly what I'm saying. And that is
But
going to pull the others, not NASA, not Sydney, because their race plan is from gun to tape, run, 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 run. It's not run, then run, run, run. So people like Nikisha and the others will have to, I mean, Amber Annin and all those people, they will have to go out hard. So the speed endurance is I don't know. Some people will have to buy some speed endurance or rent some or something, but they are going to need it. This
Let,
is
let,
going to be
let me show you how serious that semifinal run was from Salva. And let me show you how serious that semifinal run was by Nikisha and Sydney. The fastest 300-meter in women's history is 34.41 by Shauna Miller-Weevil, right? Salva ran 35.11. Sydney ran 35.4. Nikisha
mm,
ran 35.6. What was the fastest time in history? 34.41.
wow. Ozzy Dixon is saying the women's 400-meter final. It is possible that something crazy will occur early in the race, opening the door for someone else to steal a medal. Boy, Ozzy, I don't know if any medal is there to steal because when you look at these big three, how the medals will go, who will get which color, I don't know, but I think the big three will be the medalist. I don't know if anybody can, based on what I'm seeing, if anybody can break them up. But I will say this: in the semifinal, Akil, Paulina wasn't as impressive in the semifinal for me. Um, to me, she almost looked as if she was, I don't know if she was struggling,
Tired,
if she was
jaded.
tired, if she was trying to reserve, but she did not look her normal, strong self. She even got caught on the line, and that, and maybe lane 9 will be a blessing for her. As Malcolm is saying, remember, lane 9 was where the men's world record came from, and I totally agree. So that race, all I can say is I can't wait for September 18th. When is the 18th? Thursday?
Yeah, Thursday.
I can't wait for Thursday morning. Let us see what time. Well, this is saying 9:24 a.m. This is going to be a very interesting one. Tuffy Rudy is saying first will be Sydney, second will be Nassau, third will be Paulina.
That
No
that's a
longer
good point.
expect a surprise. I while the color of the medals, Tuffy Rudy, I'm not sure where they will go. I agree with you that I don't think there will be any surprise to break up
No.
these three. I don't see that unless somebody get injured in the race or something happened in the race. Like I said this morning, Paulina did not look her strong,
Or
business
some
like confident.
or
So
somebody have an out of body experience.
or something or you know or something
Uh,
like that,
so
but I know that this race will be one of the big races of this
yeah man.
championship.
Yeah man. It's going to be ridiculous. And going back to the race breakdown again. So Salwa when she ran her first 200 was 23, I think 23-1. She ran 23-1 for her first 200. Sydney ran 23-4. I think it was Nikisha was leading her. No, it was Nikisha was leading her. It was Amber Anning who was leading at 200, and then you had Sydney, and then you had Nikisha Price. I just want to highlight that at 200 meters, Sydney's PB is 22.07. And she was running that PB when she was messing around in the 200. She wasn't taking the 200 seriously.
I like that.
If there's anybody who can run 20, the sub 23 in that first 200 and keep it together towards the end of the race is Sydney. And I think that is what gives her That's what gives her the edge for me over Salwa, right?
Yeah.
Like she's just faster than
Yeah, she
Salwa.
is.
Salwa runs, but she's just faster than Salwa, and I think
Yeah,
that is
yeah.
what gives her the edge for me.
Yeah,
I think when
if you put them all in a 200, Sydney would definitely win.
Sydney is
Sydney,
winning,
yeah. Hmm. Yeah.
so I think that is going to be the key differentiating factor between all three of them. And
Yeah.
and let me tell you something. The three of them are incredibly strong. Like Pauline is strong, Tal was strong, Sydney strong because Sydney is running 50.3 in the 400-meter hurdles, which is the hardest event, one of the hardest events in track and field.
Yeah.
But
She has speed and endurance locked.
so
She has.
when I said that the recipe is there for the world record to be shattered, the recipe
Yeah.
is there for the world record to
Yeah.
be shattered.
And you know something? I like, let me tell you, I like Sydney McLaughlin Levroni. And I'm going to tell you why I like her. She is so good for the sport because Sydney is not one of those athletes that just do what the same thing over and over and over. I watched her at the Grand Slam, and Sydney went to three Grand Slam and she ran into three different categories. Three different categories. So Sydney, she likes to explore the sport, and she is very much doing that. And I think when she decided to do the 400, she and her team, they have a plan. They have a plan. Will it work?
Mm.
I don't know. But just to share some more information, the last time America won this event was 2017 with Phyllis Francis. I don't know how many people remember that. It was Phyllis
Yes, I
Francis
remember that.
who won this race, who is half Jamaican also. So that, I don't know if that will be a motivation for Sydney to take this gold medal and a world record back to the United States. But this will be one of the races that I want to see.
Mm.
Yeah, this is definitely one that I want to see. Now, let us go to the men, the men, the men, the men, the men, the men's 400 meter, guys. Guys, the men's 400 meter. I'm just going to call one name, Rasheen McDonald. Rasheen, and I'm going to talk about Rasheen a little bit. Rasheen is one of those athletes that he is always available to represent country, win, lose, or draw. He is always available. He's always ready. I talk to him every day, and every time I talk to him, he said, Miss, I am ready to run for Jamaica. He had a cramp today after the semifinal and stuff, but you know, he's okay. He is always ready. That young man is always ready. And the thing is that I don't think we celebrate this young man enough. I don't think we celebrate Rasheen McDonald enough. Rasheen McDonald is um, one of the few Jamaican male athlete that can say he won medal world indoors, world championship, the Olympic games at the highest level. Not a lot of our athletes can say that. And this young man, Rasheen McDonald, is always available for country. So just want to send the team some love, but this young man, we need to celebrate him a little bit more, because even when he's in pain, he is out there running for country. And guess what? He is the only Jamaican in the 400 meter final.
Yeah.
Run a super time, 44.02 seconds in the semifinal this morning. Rashid, what do you want to say about Rashid McDonald in the final as the oldest one? He's the oldest of our quarter milers, and he made the cut.
All I will say is this.
if Big Boy ever win that world championship title, you see how Frederick Lakers flip over that table when
Listen,
Oblique won?
I would love that. I would love that more than that medal would mean more. That medal for Jamaica would mean more to me than any other medal that
If
will win.
he ever wins, if he ever wins gold in that event,
Man,
They will have, Tokyo will definitely have to, they'll have to do something about Frederick
no,
because
they
I'm
would ask the
feeling him
Jamaican. Listen, they would ask the Jamaicans to leave immediately.
immediately.
Jamaica would if Big Boy Rashid McDonald win that 400 meter, they would ask every Jamaican in Tokyo to leave because I don't think they would be able to control the Jamaicans in Tokyo. They would marshal up. They would have
Exactly.
yes, man. They would have the
Yep,
police.
they'll have to call the police
Yes, man.
to usher us out.
Yeah, man, to usher us out. Please usher all Jamaican out, 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 out. But Rashid McDonald, we
This is
have
what I
to,
will say. Yeah,
yeah,
sorry about that. This is what I
yeah.
will say. I just want him to break that national record. Even if he doesn't medal, I want him to just break that national record. You know, all of his career, people have been playing him down.
Hmm.
People have been saying things about him, saying how him this and how him that, and it's true. There have been times, sometimes where his representation for Jamaica has not been the best, but
But
he
the thing
has
is,
to
he
do it.
always turn up.
Exactly,
Unlike some athletes who will tell you that they're not available, not Rashid McDonald.
and he
Mm,
persevered through all of what people had to say about him.
yes.
He persevered through all what even track and field fraternity has been saying about him. So it would be an excellent way to close. I'm not saying that his career is coming to an end, but it would be an excellent way to just seal and stamp that career that he has had by winning that world championship title
Yeah, 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 yeah.
or breaking lowering
The
that
national
national
record.
record.
Yeah. Just the fact that he got to the final is a big achievement. And it goes back to what I said earlier that athletes, we have to allow the athletes, we have to be patient with the athletes to go through that development stage by stage because he's the eldest of all our quarter milers, yet he's the one that made the team. What experience, the experience and the development over the years doing this event, and he is in the final. So that is that Rashid. We're wishing him all the best. And I'm sure everybody will be cheering for Big Boy. I'm sure all of Jamaica will be cheering for him. But let us talk about Botswana. Let us talk about Botswana. What is going on in Africa?
Yes. Yeah, man. Africa in the sprints, they're definitely killing it, man. They had four men. It's four men. They had four men in the men's 100 meters.
Listen, Botswana, if they play their cards right, can sweep this event.
They can sweep this event. Will
They
they sweep this
can.
event? I don't think they will.
Will they sweep it? I don't know. But
I
based
don't
on
think.
what I saw in the semifinal, where they won two and finished second in the other one, if those young men come together and said, look, let us go out there and spring a surprise and create pandemonium in this stadium. Because when you look at the other qualifiers for this final. Let me see. This final will run off on the 18th, which is Thursday. Ja'Cory Patterson, who has been doing well all season, he's in lane 3. And then you have Botswana in 3, in 4 and 5. Rashid McDonald in lane 6. And Nene from South Africa, who has the world lead, is in
But
lane 7.
he's no
So
longer has the world lead. He lost it
so
to Botswana
yeah, he
already.
had the world lead coming in, but how it is right now, Rashid McDonald is sandwiched by Africa. So, do you think the form that these Africans are on, do you think this will help his race?
Um, knowing his coach, and I think he's gonna probably stick to instructions. Um, I I think he's gonna do enough just to stay close to the field, and then his fast finish towards the end.
Yeah, he has
Um,
very good foot speed.
yeah, man, his fast finish towards the end. Um, I said that I don't believe Botswana is gonna sweep the event because I felt like that semi-final was gonna be too fast, too unnecessarily fast, and I think he's gonna pay for it.
You think so?
Yeah, I think he's gonna pay for it. Um, can I see Botswana getting more than one medal? Yes, for sure. But I also want to put some respect on Jacori Patterson's name
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
because even though he did he even though he didn't qualify as well as would have wanted him to, he still ran a very very fast time in the semifinal, right? And I don't think he should be disregarded. Another person who I think we should put some respect
Nakajima.
on is
Nakajima from Japan.
him, but I also want to put Jareem Richards, put some respect on Jareem Richards as well,
Yes,
because
yes.
the thing with
Jareem
Jareem,
will be in lane two.
and I would not be surprised if Jareem wins a medal in this event because he has been knocking at the Paris Olympics. I don't know what more he could have asked for. He literally ran a personal best national record and still didn't get any medal. So
Yeah.
I would not sleep on him in this race. And he, along with Rashid McDonald, are the most experienced campaigners in this race as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't see a sweep for Botswana. I believe that
I like where Rasheen is. I like where they position him. I like the fact that he's in lane six in the middle. He's almost in the middle of the field, and he's between the quick Africans and stuff. So I don't think he will allow them to leave him too too far behind. But this too is going to be another interesting race, another firecracker, as as they would say. But this is another race I'm looking forward to for more reason than one. Um, so what are our chances? You said gold. I love that.
well. I would love for him to win gold.
Yeah, yeah.
But if I'm being honest, I think um, it's gonna be hard for him to get that medal. He definitely has to be thinking he definitely has to be thinking challenging that national record to medal.
Mm-hmm.
I actually do have Jareem as well as Jakori or Jacobi. Jakori.
Jacori,
Yeah,
yeah.
I do have Jakori and Jareem Richards as one of the medalists. You know what? I think he's gonna get a medal. I think Rashid McDonald is gonna get a medal.
You
I
just woke up
believe,
with something
yeah,
just hit
man.
you.
I
Something
believe he's
just hit
gonna get a
you.
medal, and I'm gonna be bold and say he's gonna get a silver medal.
I think he can. When I look at how he's positioned and his determination, I think he will run for it. And the fact that he's going to be between two of the top athletes who are the Africans, I think when they go, he is going to go with them. And remember, McDonald finishes, he has very good foot speed. Of course, the Botswana, I have to admit that those three guys from Botswana really, really look good. Them look
And they've
lean.
been running well this season.
Yeah, they look lean, they look clean, they look smooth. It's like they're actually bouncing off the chevron. So it is going to be very interesting to see Rasheen trying to go with them. Of course, many people are now saying that they think Botswana is a team to beat in the 4x4. And
Do you think
I,
they can break the world record?
I don't know if they can get the world record, but they
They
look
just
like
beat it
the
last
team
year,
because they were very close last year.
and they're
Um,
actually better this year
yeah.
than they were last year. I think they can break the world record. If they broke the world record, like I just want to set the stage. What it would mean is that a black country would own the world record with a
Africa.
4x1, 4x2, 4x4.
Yes, sir.
It would like would literally be we would literally well USA is black.
Yeah, because we already have the 4x1 in Jamaica and the 4x2. We have
Yeah,
those two world records.
but
Yeah,
if Botswana break that world record, it would have just it would
yeah, it
just
would be
seal
nice
the
for
deal.
Africa to get something. Yeah, it would be
Yeah, it would
really,
it would
really nice.
literally seal it, and the track is fast.
Yeah, yeah. So those two races I'm looking forward to on the 80. Now let's go to the 400-meter hurdles. Your thought on the
Both
400.
ladies looked really good. Both ladies looked really good, and
That's
uh,
Cheyenne Salmon and Andronette
and
Knight.
Anjanette Knight, and
Hmm.
I expect them to make the final.
When I did my prediction show, I was it the prediction show? Or it was a conversation. I did talk about young Cheyenne Salmon, and somebody was saying, she's too young and she might not have the experience that the other ladies have. But I I think this is Cheyenne's second championship or third, and she was a part of that sweep at the Commonwealth Games
Hmm.
2022. So she has gotten her feet wet in this event in terms of podium at the senior level. So yeah, I think she and Andronik going into this event will work some magic. The last time we won, a matter of fact, the last championship, we won a bronze medal in this event with Rochelle Clayton, who was out because of is out because of injuries. So let's see what our ladies can do in that event. Just going back to this event a little bit. No Sydney McLaughlin, Levrone. There's Anna Cockrell, there, Dalila Mohammed, Femke Ball. Are those the medalists? Can anybody break up those three?
This is what I would say. USA could sweep this event.
Uh, I,
USA
I, I don't know. I don't know about that.
USA
No.
can sweep this event because because the thing about it is that as the thing is back in uh, back in Paris, one could argue that you had the mixed relay in Femke's legs along with the fact that she was trying to run Sydney's race and then get burnt towards the end. But he is going up against some fearsome competitors in Jasmine Jones, Anna Cockrell, and Delila Mohammed, who wants to end her career on a high. Um, so it's going to be ball versus the Americans. That's how I see it.
Did you notice something with Femke in the mixed relay that she realized where she was and she did not try to run to win.
To maintain the
She did,
sil-
right.
the
She just
second place.
maintained the silver medal position. She did not try to chase the American. I think she learned from what happened to her last year when she ran that outstanding, that brilliant anchor leg coming from about 20 meters or so behind and
Mhm.
winning that gold medal. And we saw what happened to her in the 400-meter hurdles final. So I think her strategy this year is a little different. She did not go all out to get that gold medal in the relay. So that is going to be another very interesting one. I'm hoping that the Jamaicans can break up the party a little bit and steal one of those medals so I can
Yeah,
get close. I can get close to my 15, and then JJ Empire don't have to make fun to make fun of me. But it is going to be a very interesting race.
they have to think breaking the national record, and I'm not sure. I think both ladies don't give me that impression that they're in the shape to challenge the national record. Like how Rochelle Clayton gave you that when you watch Rochelle, the way how Rochelle executed her race, you knew that Rochelle had the capabilities of challenging the world record for no, challenging, not world record, sorry, my apologies.
National record.
Challenging the national record to give her the best chance of earning a medal. I'm not getting that from both of our competitors. But yeah, I believe that's what it will take for us to be on the podium.
Well, this is championship, and we've seen some crazy things happening. So my thing is, let us wait and see. The men, Malik James King and
Mm,
Roshan Clark are the two Jamaicans going into the final.
well,
Or is it the semi-final? Let me
semi-final.
see. Right, in the semi-final. Malik and Rashawn Clark, your thoughts?
Okay, so let me just go through the lineups for the heat. So Malik James King is in heat three. So you have Edlund of Sweden. You have Makobe of Kenya.
Oh,
James King,
wow.
yeah, James King in four.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
Caleb Dean in five. Abakar in six. Lima in seven. Nathaniel in eight. And Behost of Germany in nine. Now, this is going to be a tough one for Malik James King.
If you're talking about that one is going to be tough for Malik. Wait until you get to Heat 3 where Rashawn Clark is, and Rashawn is not 100%. He is in the semifinal with Roy Benjamin and Alison DeSantis.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
mm, that's going to be very tough. It's going to be
Yeah,
very tough for the Jamaicans to make it to the
yeah.
final. And the thing is, if it was Malik James King, if it was Malik James King, if it was last year's Malik James King, I'd have said no, man, you would have comfortably made the final. But you know, probably injury setbacks, not in the same shape as he was last year. It's going to be really hard. However, I'm open to being surprised. Yes, yes, yes. Very open to being surprised. It's
Mm-hmm.
going to be tough because he has Ezekiel Nathaniel in this semi-final, and Ezekiel Nathaniel, he is very fast. Um, he also the thing is, the other competitors in this race, they're within his grasp, they're catchable, right? But it's just the form that they're in right now. The form that they're in right now, there's an opportunity for him to make it to the final, but it's going to be very hard, especially given the
Welcome,
quality of this
welcome,
team.
Georgina Thompson. Georgina Thompson is saying the women's 400 meter will definitely be a shocker. Agree.
Mm,
Continue with your thoughts on that one. So you're saying it's going to be, it looks tough for
it looks tough
Jamaica.
for both of them. It really does look tough. If they were in better conditioning, well, based on
Mhm.
the heat, if they were in better shape, then I would have had them as contenders for the final. But because of how things look this year, it's going to be really, really tough.
Yeah, let's wait and see. Again, my favorite expression, this is a championship. This
Mm.
is a championship. Let us look at the the women's lineup semis quickly. Let's see where the Jamaicans are. Antoinette Knight is in lane 7 in heat 1.
Mhm.
Yeah, and she's with Jasmine Jones. Jasmine,
Angela, yeah, Angela and I should make it to the final. However, she does have some individuals who can make it tough for her. So, like for example, Woodruff of her training partner from Panama,
Panama.
Sartori, and Emma Zapaletova of Slovakia. They can make it tough for her. But true to form, she should make the final.
All right, let's see. Let's see where the baby is. Cheyenne Salmon. Cheyenne will be in heat 3, and she will be in lane 7. Not a bad lane to be in.
Yeah, it's right behind Anna Cockrell.
Right, she's
So
behind Anna, so she
I think
can.
I think she should make the final as well.
Yeah, yeah. All she have to do is try not to run Anna's race.
And I
Yeah,
think
try to run her race.
and she's
Cool.
experienced She I believe she will focus on her own race and
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
what she needs to do.
That will be. I have never seen such a long rest at any global championship between the 100 meters and the 200 meters. The 200 meters will be coming up. Let me see. I think it's tomorrow.
So
Let's see.
I think that is
Yes, tomorrow. They got some days off from Sunday.
yeah. I think that's the advantage of I believe that's the advantage of running the 100 and 200 men and women at the same time.
Yes, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man.
So we have
And
Sharika, we have Sharika Jackson, we have Ashanti Moore,
mm,
who will be lining up nicely. We have Gabrielle Matthews
okay.
also. She will be in Heat 1. She will be with Talu. Your thoughts on the 200 for women?
Now that
Can Sharika go three peats?
Alfred is out of the way, I think it gives us a better chance of earning a medal. I don't think she's going to repeat. I think right now Jefferson Wooden is at the peak of her powers,
Yeah.
and she's gonna show up and short in that 200 meters. I mean, just to see how fast she runs.
So you're saying Jefferson is going after the double.
Yeah, I think I'll be surprised if she doesn't get the double. But I think Sharika, no, I think Sharika is a medal contender. Seeing how she looked in the 100, I think she's a medal contender. In the 200 meters. Um, but yeah, she could actually get silver or bronze. There's no,
I
there's,
still have Sharika to win this event.
oh, you have her to wait to beat
I
Jefferson in
yeah,
200.
I still think that Sharika can win this event. But let us
I
look at
do
some
believe, I do
let
believe she can, but it's just that Jefferson, the confidence that Jefferson has right now,
true.
um, and she has the confidence that she has in right now. I think it's going to be really, really hard to beat her. It will, I think, it will take a very strong performance from Sharika to stop her because Jefferson right now looks as if like she could possibly be 21-6, 21-6, 21-5 shape.
This race, this 200-meter reminds me of Veronica Campbell Brown and Alison Felix.
Hmm.
Veronica has the 100. She has speed and endurance from, with the 100 and the 200. And then Sharika is like Alison Felix. She has speed and,
Hmm.
endurance and all of that. But just to share some data, This event from 1983, when the World Championship started, Jamaica won this event 6 times. America won it 4 times. Who will get 2025? Merlin Ottey won it 1993 and 1995. Veronica Campbell Brown won it 2011. Shelley and Fraser Price won it 2013, and Sharika won it 2022 and 2023. So Jamaica 6, America 4. Who will win 2025? Will Jamaica go 7 or will America go 5?
And Alistair Felix has three of the four, right?
Alistair Felix have 3 of these 4, and Inga Miller, you might be too young to know who Inga Miller is. Inga Miller has the other one.
Okay.
Inga Miller is the daughter of the Jamaican Olympian. What's his first name? But they call him Billy Miller. What's his first name?
Oh,
Oh God! Somebody please help me with his name. Something another. Billy Miller is the father of Inga Miller. So her father is Jamaican, a Jamaican Olympian. But yes, America won this. Jamaica won it 6 times. America 4. Now, who will get 2025? The question mark is there. Will it go to the United States or will it go to Jamaica to make it 7 or America 5? And you're saying Melissa Jefferson has the boxes checked to challenge this one. I agree. She is definitely a contender.
mm,
Thanks to the Grand Slam. The Grand Slam has created a 200-meter powerhouse. Before this year, she would not be considered to challenge for the gold medal, and after the Grand Slam, she is now in a position to win the sprint double. Another person from the Caribbean that won this event was Debbie Ferguson, 2001.
Did you won this event?
Debbie Ferguson won the first one in the 21st century, 2001. She
Really?
won it.
You know,
I think that was Edmonton, Canada. I think it was in Canada.
I always, I always felt for her, because she always finishing fourth
Yeah,
and third and so
yeah,
forth. So to know that she won a title, I'm really happy, man. She's
yeah.
one of those athletes, those Bahamians who I respect their body of work. Man,
Indeed.
she loves the sport. She loves track and field.
Yeah, she does. She does. Debbie Ferguson. She her nightmare was the Americans and the Jamaicans to
Yeah.
together keep denying her being on the podium, but I want to share some data. I want to share some data. Again, we love the data. Right now we are on 5 medals, and 4 of those medals are from the men. Last year at the Olympic Games in Paris, we won 6 medals. 5 of them came from the men. So our men are stepping up. Normally, the women would be leading the medal table for Jamaica, but as it is right now, the men are leading, not the women. And so I just wanted to point that out, that our men are really, really stepping up. And these 4 medals are from 4 different men. So the men are really doing their part. So I just wanted to share that with the fans. I love it. But what is happening there though, Akil? What would you say is happening? How the men just turn the table on the women?
I think it's a transitional period for the women, though. I think it's a changing of the guard, especially like in the 100 and the 200. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, the changing of the guard.
All right, let us talk about the women's 200 meter quickly, which will be coming up tomorrow also. Um, Brian Level, this is a very, very young team. These young men were at Boys Champs just recently. Brian Level, Christopher Taylor, Adrian Carr, and another youngster that will be in this party is Goat from Australia.
I'm excited to see how he performs.
Me too. Me
I'm
too.
excited to see how he performs. I'm interested to see how level shapes up.
Yeah.
Because it is it is first champ well is it first championship?
Who?
It's his first
Goat?
no level it's his first world
Brian Level?
championship. Yeah, it's his first world
Yes.
championship.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And I'm interested to see how he goes about his races. Um, I'm really interested to see how it goes, how he looks, how he runs the curve.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, I'm interested to see how he manages the run. Given that he's now at a different level in terms of his performance.
Yeah.
As it relates to Adrian Carr, have fun. That's all I
Have
would
fun.
say.
Yeah,
Have
yeah.
fun. Uh,
Christopher Taylor been
Christopher
there, but
Taylor,
but not in the 200. He has
been
been
there
there
not
in the
in the
400. Yeah.
yeah, been there not in the 200. I'm interested to see how he looks because um, this young man has a knack of producing his best at championships. So I'm interested to see how he looks in the 200.
Yes, sir. So that we will see tomorrow morning, starting at, let me give you some times on this. The 200 for women will run off at 6:30 my time. That's 5:30 for Jamaica. And the men will run off 7:15 my time,
Mhm.
6:15 in Jamaica. So that's one of the events I'm looking forward to toward tomorrow. Also, the triple jump qualification start tomorrow, and we have Jordan Scott in that event. Let's see what else tomorrow. Tomorrow the men's long jump final will be tomorrow. That's another big one for Jamaica. Hopefully, we can pick up some more hardware there. We talk about the women's 400-meter hurdles, the women's 3,000-meter steeplechase final, and the men's 1,500-meter final will close the show tomorrow. So for Jamaica, we will be in the 200-meter rounds. We will be in the men's triple jump qualifications. We will also be in the men's long jump final and the men and women 400-meter semi-final. So we're looking forward to those tomorrow. Um, I just wanted to share a little bit more data. Just something that I observed before we go. The diversity in the medals at the middle and the long distance events, caught my attention.
Yes, the
You
3,000
know,
coaches.
yes, really, really caught my attention because when you look at some of the country, these events are not just dominated by Kenya and Ethiopia anymore. You had Kenya winning medals, you had Ethiopia winning medals, you had Italy winning medal, Ukraine winning medal, Sweden winning medal, Japan winning medal, France winning medal, Germany, Canada. These are some of the
Mm,
countries that are winning medals in the middle and the long distance. Before, you could always see Kenya and Ethiopia challenging each
mhm,
other for these medals. Now you have Europe, so many European countries that are involved, Germany, France, Sweden, Ukraine, Italy are also, a part of this party winning medal. A matter of fact, I would say based on Kenya and Ethiopia's dominance in these long distance races and middle distance, I would say they are struggling because they have not won. Um, they've just won like one medal or one medal in an event, and then you have Europe winning two medals from one event. Ethiopia might be winning one, but not the gold. I heard a commentator, somebody said they're still waiting on Ethiopia to turn up at these championships. And we know exactly what that means, Akil.
Mm. And my
Yeah.
Ethiopia how they drop, man.
Yeah, they've been having a rough championship. I'm not sure if they won any gold medal as yet, based on what I'm looking at the middle and long
The
distance.
US have been having a rough championships as well.
Yes,
Because
United States not dominating either.
I'm surprised, even though they have a lot of gold medals, I'm
Mhm.
surprised that we have five and they have eight.
Yeah, yep. Because yeah, they're not dominating how they think they because outside of Melissa Jefferson, I think they won two gold medals on the track so far. Melissa Jefferson and Cardell
Taylor
Tinch.
Finish, yeah. But
That's
at
it.
but that the hurdles that hurdles really
Yeah.
hurdles really was a I think the hurdles really was a blow for them because I think they would have been expecting more than one medal.
Yes, I'm sure. I'm sure. Because remember, even we were saying US could sweep that
Yes,
event. You
and,
remember
and,
we were saying,
and both for both men and women. Like the US,
mm-hmm,
for US to only get two out of six medals, that was
mm-hmm. Yeah.
those are huge blows for the US.
Based
Well,
on the quality of athletes that they have in these events.
they got a gold in mixed relay. That would be three on the track.
Oh yes, yes, right. I keep forgetting the mixed relay. Yes, they did win gold in that. But guys, we're looking forward to the rest of the championship. We just stopped by to hang out with you guys, just to share a little bit of the excitement because we're excited. So we want to share that excitement with you where we are. Presently, Jamaica is on 5 medals. Um, one gold, three silver, and a bronze. That's where we are right now. Hopefully, I am thinking that that will change tomorrow. Yes, I'm ambitious, very, very ambitious. So I'm hoping that that will change tomorrow. So, guys, so Akil, what are you looking forward to tomorrow as we close?
Tajay winning gold in the long jump. That's what I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
I agree. I agree. I am looking for more medals tomorrow, more hardware, because as I said, my prediction was 15 and
Mm-hmm.
I am at 5.
Yeah.
So
10
let's
more to
see.
go.
Yes, 10 more to go, guys. 10 more to go. We have 4 more relays. We have the men and women 400 meter hurdles. We have the triple jump. We have the discus for men. We have, what else we have? That's it, I think. Yeah. So I'm looking. Oh, we have the 200s. Oh my God. How could I? And we have the men's 800 meters also. The two men that is representing Jamaica, they are into the semifinal of the 800 meter. Navaski Anderson and Tyrese Reed. So we are Tyrese Taylor, sorry. So there's so many Tyrese. So yes, we're looking forward to more medals to take us to our 15 so that I can come back here and
Both.
celebrate with you guys. But you will see us again, I think Thursday night, and then Sunday night we will just have an overall recap. So guys, have a good night. Thank you very much. Enjoy the championship and just keep supporting the athletes, keep celebrating the athletes, keep positive energy over the athletes. And if you have to comment online, guys, please be nice with your comments. They need the positive vibe, they need the positive energy right now. And gold, silver, bronze or not, we love them just the same. They are Jamaican. So let us celebrate the entire Jamaican team all the way, Jamaica all the way, one Jamaica. Now, Akil, you can have your final say, and then we are out of here.
All the best, everyone. Jesus loves you.
Amen to that. I love that. I love that. So, guys, thank you very much. Have a good night. I was going to say, have a great weekend because I'm used to being here on a Thursday night, but of course, the championship has changed all of that. But have a great night. We will see you Thursday night. Please to come back out in your numbers Thursday night and hang out with us. Peace. Peace, peace, peace.
Jamaica's track and field legacy is unmatched. It is a story of triumph, resilience, and extraordinary talent. But do you know the stories behind the athletes who brought us glory? Hi, I'm HP, founder of HP Chat Track. My mission is simple: to celebrate the rich legacy of Jamaica track and field and shine a light on the incredible people who make it happen. Winning that race was a dream come true, but the journey wasn't easy. It's not just about medals, it's about inspiring the next generation. Jamaica track and field isn't just a sport, it's our pride, our culture, our heart. Every week I sit down with athletes, coaches and fans to bring you stories of dedication, passion and legacy. Plus, we've got exciting news and exclusive insights into the world of track and field. Make your Thursday night be at HP's place. Come hang out with us at HP Chat Track Studio, where track and field is our business.